I'm in Tokyo with my best friend Ian to explore the LGBTQ culture of Japan.
You know, there's supposed to be an amazing gay district in Tokyo called Nichime, and you also have very mainstream manga that is very gay. The thing that runs alongside that, though, is same-sex marriage is not legal, and something far worse than that is that there's no anti-discrimination laws to protect LGBT people. This will be my third time in Japan. The times that I've been here previous, I was severely closeted, so personally, I'm excited to learn about all these things and excited to share the experience.
Gaycation, Japan. Cheese.
This is Nichime, the gay district of Tokyo. There are over 300 bars in a 5-block radius. And this is my first time here, even though I've been to Tokyo twice, because in the past, I was too closeted to come to the gay area. I was too terrified. Yes.
Behind these closed doors lives one of the most famous gayborhoods in the world. There are bars that cater to almost anything you might be into, each one drawing a very particular crowd. And we want to check out as many as we can. So our first stop is Yochenchi, one of Tokyo's oldest and smallest gay bars, to find out about the origins of this area.
So when did this area sort of start to become the gay area? Like, how did that happen?
それでほら、遊郭の後だから、赤線になってたからね。だからほら、人もいないし。で家賃は安いし、そのうちほら一人集まり二人集まりになってだんだんそんな歴史外病院みたいになっちゃったんだよ。
You would say that the area is changing quite a bit?
もう私の知らない世界だろうね。昔は表で大きな声で喋るなんてそんなことありえなかった。昔は秘密だったんだよ。ここであったことは一歩表に出たら喋るんじゃないよ。
Do you sort of wish it was that way, or are you happy that things have changed and are more open for people?
昔のは1000倍素敵。問題なんない。もう世界が違う。継続はお構なりだよ。
The next stop is Cholesterol Bar, to meet its world-famous owner, Mr. Takuya.
そうなんです。特別な喉がある。
Oh, okay. Are you saying that you have a special gift for giving blowjobs?
Yes.
Wow.
これジャパニーズすごい有名な技。その技をテレビで披露し、ちょっとテレビで披露したら、それがこうアジア中に広がってしまってみたいな、有名になってこういうの作りませんかって言われて、こういうトイを作られます。
Oh wow.
My Mouth を再現した。
It's your mouth.
It's your
My
mouth.
Mouth。2万個ぐらい今売れてます。
20,000 men have a mold of your throat. What? Okay,
I
so
want to touch it.
Please.
inside here is your
Yes.
mouth.
My Mouth。
And then
You just stick the
this is the
erection.
tongue. Oh, I see.
あります。はい。
Oh, wow.
わかるかな、ベロが。見るよりも試してみてくださいって。
All right,
I'm
Ian.
not gonna try it
Enjoy,
in
enjoy.
public,
Yeah.
but you don't know what might happen in the hotel room.
で忘れられなくなったらまたこっち訪ねてきてくださいって。
How late does this place stay open?
あなた
I'm
が
just
来るま
curious
で。
about there until I come.
I want to have a penis just to try it, honestly. I do.
We are continuing our gay crawl of Nichime.
Bye, I'll see you later.
I want to check out a lesbian bar, but it's ladies only. Goldfinger's owner, Chika Ogawa, is a pioneering member of the Tokyo lesbian scene.
She's the person who started the first ever woman-only party in Japan.
Oh, but when I started 1991, I couldn't say it's a lesbian party because lesbian, the sound, it's kind of more pornographic. So it's changed.
Do you think it's harder for women or men, or do you think it's equal, or do you, just like
Oh,
your
it's not
experience
equal,
of being
it's not
gay?
equal.
Do you think it's harder for women to be gay in Japan?
I think so.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Goldfinger is a bit of an anomaly. There are way more venues for gay men to explore their sexuality.
なんかさ、 ゲイメンがカミングアウトするとやっぱりオカマっていう感じで面白いんですよ、メディアに。ただ女性がカミングアウトしてもそれがかわいそうじゃなくて、日本特有の女だてらみみたいな言葉、そこの違いがすごくある。
Bye, guys. Bye. Well, that was fun. I've never been into a lesbian bar in Tokyo, and I feel like I felt a little shy. Because there's pretty girls. How could you not?
We have one last stop to make for the night. We've been invited to a secret club down a nondescript lane with no signage.
4F?
I already like it. I like to feel like I'm going somewhere secretive. Oh, cool.
Can I have a tequila on the rocks?
タイプです。私のタイプです。
You have a crush on him.
大
Yeah.
好き。
Oh.
はい。ここのお店は、女装が、手ぶらで手軽に体験ができるお店になってまして、今日本だとまあ女装がブームになってまして、いわゆる、異性愛者の方も女装もしますし。
Trendy in like a mainstream way or more of a niche.
まず、女性に憧れてる、男性の方が増えてるんですね。で、その憧れから、自分で理想の、女性像を作るために、女装される方もいますし、トランスの方にとっても居心地はいいと思います。なぜかというと、自分のスタートラインのお客さんがたくさんいるんですよ。
Oh, wow, cool.
According to the manager, about 70% of the patrons of this club identify as straight. It seems like cross-dressing is another niche or a fun escape from the everyday routine.
Like, does that affect you anyway as a trans person when someone's saying like, oh, this cross-dressing thing's become trendy? Like, how does that make you feel?
私自身は当然いいものだと思って、もう自分の表現の方法の一つだと思って、その性別とか、そういった概念にとらわれることなく。
So why don't you walk me through the process of getting ready to hang out here if I wanted to cross-dress?
Okay. 着替えるときはできるだけその自分のその心というか動きというかそういうのもなんとなく女の子に近づきたいっていうのがあるのでちょっと優しくなったかもしれない。まず着替えていきたいと思います。ちょっと待っててください。
He only likes to wear the maid's dress. He doesn't have any logical reason. It just feels good to him. But actually, it feels a little bit stiff. So I'm like, give me some like Fleetwood Mac flowing silk gown. So now my turn, yeah? So let me choose. This is the one.
Good.
I love this place. I mean, the funny part of this is Ian's more comfortable in a dress than I am. Which is a good example as to why we're forced to have these stereotypes and ideas attached to us because I'm born with a vagina and he's born with a penis. It's just absurd.
こう頬骨のあたりに。
It feels like the most natural, organic, welcoming, free, awesome space. Like you kind of feel like you're hanging out in someone's house where people want to do something different. And it also doesn't feel different. It actually just feels like a really totally natural, normal thing to do, which it should be.
Here's how I feel about it. I feel like because I didn't do the full immersion, I didn't shave my beard, I have a thing that shows my chest hair. It's potentially insulting to people, but I just want to make it known that I'm having a beautiful experience. To meet people that are accepting of me, that love to be here is a beautiful experience, and I think you look beautiful and everyone here is beautiful, and I feel a little bit beautiful.
全然問題ないし、すごく綺麗だと思います。
So now what? We're cute.
Several bars and countless drinks later, we've come to the end of our gay bar crawl. And believe it or not, our night in Nichime is actually quite tame by Tokyo standards. And from what we've heard, some of the stuff going on in the light of day is much more surreal.
Oh my Lord.
After spending just one night in Nichime, it is clear that Tokyo can cater to the most specific fantasies for the gay community. But despite the variety, the vibe felt very much behind closed doors. But by the light of day, there's quite a bit of gay culture hidden in plain sight. So to continue to explore the fascinating complexity of sexual identity in Japan, we're hitting up a comic book store. Here in the heart of Akihabara, the anime lovers district, there is Mandarake, an 8-floor manga comic emporium. We're here to look into yaoi, or boys' love, which is a genre of essentially homoerotic male comics written by straight women for straight women.
Whoa.
Oh my. What is he saying?
Is he giving himself a blowjob?
No.
I think so.
Oh.
Look at that. It's so full on.
Whoa.
Let me
It's
finally
hot,
come.
honestly. Sorry.
You can buy one.
I'm gonna go
need to
to
go.
the bathroom.
Take this to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And the name is Ellen.
Wait, what? Hold
I
on.
He's
don't know
like,
what's
Ellen.
the story, but it's Ellen. I just did now.
I'm gonna take this as like just some sort of sign. I don't know what the sign
You
is.
picked the
What
right
is this?
one.
What does it say?
Oh, you have a boner. And she said, Ellen, I will,
Ellen, you have a boner.
I will,
Truly.
I will help you, Ellen.
Ellen,
Mm-hmm.
I'll help you with
This is too much. And you feel like mostly women would read this? Or would-
Straight women.
Straight women?
That's what
That's the main
audience,
demographic?
yes.
I just think it's interesting how popular this like genre of manga is, how visible the homosexual, you know, intimate interaction is, kissing, blowjobs, etc. What do you think's like going on there? Like, why isn't there that connect in everyday life for gay people here, lesbians here?
Because it's like for Japanese people, I think because they don't have really information, they have an idea that gay people are on TV or overseas. They don't see it as a real thing. They see it like a fantasy, just one manga genre.
Like, who reads this, right? Because I feel like if I were a young gay man, which I am, but if I were 16, I would find this pretty interesting.
We want to figure out why these straight women are getting so worked up reading about young gay men. So we are heading to Otome Road, the epicenter of yaoi, to meet up with two super fans.
腐女子とオタクが集まる楽しいところです。
In Japanese, otaku means someone who's deeply interested in something specific. Fujoshi translates literally to rotten women and refers to fans of yaoi comics.
なんだろう、背徳感もありつつのそういうのがすごくいい。結婚もできないし、男同士女同士
だからそう法律にもまだ決まってないから男同士女の子同士っていう恋愛がまだ禁じられてる部分があってでやっぱりそこに美しいものとか本来そういうのもありじゃないっていう感情が女子の中にはある。
があって BL の CD は聞く。
Many boys love comics have been turned into audiobooks, and it's become a trend for the rotten women to get together and listen to these stories in karaoke booths.
Go.
レッツゴー。じゃあこれから立ち止まって言った方がいいの。
私たちの大好きなカラオケ
カラオケに今から歌って。
Okay.
ここはあそこにカラオケがあるからカラオケで歌ったりあと CD こういうのを入れて聞いたり。
This is a CD, it's an audio experience, or it's a DVD.
これは CD で、声優さんが BL の漫画を音声化したものを
何をしても一応防音とかも聞いてるから漏れることないし。Cool.
あ、来た。音量上げて。音量上げて。
Konnichiwa, sexy boy.
Okay, now we're talking.
どうしてここに
Please listen, please listen.
おや、こんなに硬くなっちゃって。ちょっと手伝わせて。やめないで。
ね、もろでしょ。これいいシーンなんだよ。
ここが好きなんだ。
エロいわ。
So I'm wondering what you hope to experience by listening to this, to feel some sort of sexual arousal, because this is a more erotic story, that's for sure.
やだ恥ずかしいみたいな、
垣間見られる
そうなんか照れながら聞きたいみたいな、あ見ちゃったっていうのが一番いいよね。
っていうのをみんなで聞く。
It's a long one.
Who came?
Finish.
Do you feel like you'd have the same sensation that you're having if you saw two real live men kissing?
好
みがあるけれども、まあこの
でも基本的に
このくらいになってきたら大体何でも OK なんで。
Do you guys have a lot of gay friends?
うんいます。
Yeah. And how do they feel about this kind of thing?
これは幻想だってみんな言う。もっと生々しくって世間から受け入れられてないものだから、やっぱりちょっと考え方が違うから怒られるまではいかないけど、
否定的だよね。
否定
BL に対し
的。
ては
不女子みたいな、その日本の現状に対してものすごいリアルだから、だから私たちが憧れてる世界はあくまでもこれは作られたものなんだっていう見方をするから。
It feels like the rotten women are objectifying gay sex rather than understanding the reality of being gay. So what's it like to just live your life as a gay person in Japan? That's what I'm interested in finding out. So far, it seems to me that Japan interprets homosexuality as a cluster of fetishes and naughty hobbies. And like a hobby, it is often presented as a choice. But what's it like to live as an openly gay person in Japan? To find out, we are meeting with lawyers Kazuyuki and Masafumi. They represent LGBTQ and anti-discrimination cases. They are also a couple.
Since you guys are an open gay couple, can you talk about what that's like to be open?
それほどどちらかというと面と向かってゲイであることで攻撃されたりとか嫌なことを受けたりっていうのは僕らは弁護士ですし、その直接攻撃されるってことは少ないんですけど、ただやはりそういう輪を乱すなというかいらないことを必要ないことを言うなとか。
So do you feel like you always have to live your life hiding to a certain degree? Like, are you physical in public? Will you hold hands in public, or?
それはしてないできないです。なぜできないかと言われたら。
Would people react in an angry or violent way? Would you just feel personal shame? I mean, would there be repercussions to you doing that?
すごく強烈に問題のある人たちだというふうな視線を見知らぬ通行人からいっぱい受けると思います。
Wow.
新聞とかでね、ゲイカップルでオープンな弁護士さんですって言って2人のことが新聞に載る分には世の中の人はあそうかと思って特に非難もしないかもしれない。でもやっぱり自分の見えるところで男同士がキスしたり手をつないだりしてるとすごく拒絶するんだと思う気持ちが。
僕はなんていうのかそれはもともとできないというかもうするっていう観念がほとんどなかったので考えが。
Do you think there will be a major cultural shift soon? What is sort of your perspective of the potential change that hopefully is coming up?
日本では本当にその LGBT っていうことに対する理解がないというかそれを受け入れるという以前にその知識としてというかがないのでまずは知ってもらうっていうところからようやく始まったところかなっていうのは思ってるんです。
It's uplifting to meet people making bold steps to promote awareness for the LGBT community. But how far is this progress permeating through Japan? We've discovered another voice of progress, coming from the heartland of the country in Kyoto. Here, a Buddhist monk has teamed up with a hotel events planner to offer same-sex ceremonies in one of the city's temples. Ian and I want to know how it feels to experience the symbolic gay wedding, even if it's unrecognized by the law.
Don't mind us. Oh,
And we're
thank
both
you.
dressed in the guy one.
Oh, they like it. Look
They
at
like it.
Hi.
Hi. Oh,
What?
what the fuck is that?
Oh my God, this is
Okay.
really crazy.
This is what we do for the
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, good Lord. All right. Okay.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, thanks. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks so much. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you. So it was a legit red carpet. I did not expect that at all.
Now we're going to the temple to meet the monk who holds these same-sex ceremonies, and we're gonna experience what they're like. Obviously, we are not the same sex, but we're a couple of gays.
Yeah.
Mr. Kawakami is the first Zen priest to hold gender-inclusive Buddhist wedding ceremonies in Japan.
We don't really specialize for the LGBT wedding, but our stance here is we welcome every couple, regardless of sexual orientation or faith. So that's the idea. Then the first couple who got married here in 2010, they were actually the lesbian couples. There's no teaching against LGBT. As a religious clergy, most important thing is you have to actually make people happy. So that's a job. I mean, situation keep changing. So that's actually really important Buddhist teaching as well. That's concept of non-permanency. Things keep changing. So be flexible, open-minded. That's also another Buddhist teaching.
So then what made this temple move in that direction? It was just the one woman asking to do it, and then you just said, of course, my way is to be open and be peaceful and make people happy. So is that simple?
Yeah, very simple.
Cool.
It's amazing. It's really beautiful. Yeah.
Then, after this, sometimes, couple kind of exchange their own vow as well.
No. You want to do it? Start it?
I'll go first.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna really do it.
Oh my God.
Watch, we're gonna cry and stuff.
I'm gonna need some sake.
Ian, I love you. You came into my life in the most wonderful, strange way. I truly don't know who I would be or what I would do without you and without your friendship. You're one of the most supportive, non-judgmental, kind, generous of spirit people I've ever met. And I'm so grateful that I'm on this journey with you. And I love you so much.
That was good. She's really good at doing that. I'm like, okay, here I go. I'm really grateful for you. You're so generous, giving, loving, understanding, and you're such a great support to me. I feel very protected when I'm around you. And I love you dearly. And this is a very special day to me to actually be able to share even those thoughts with you.
The temple wedding is beautiful. And of course, a union is more than just legal status. But if religion clearly is not an obstacle to acceptance, what is? We are looking at queer culture in Japan. And while there seems to be no ingrained religious obstacle to it, living as an openly gay person is very much frowned upon. So I wonder just how many people remain permanently in the closet here. And how do they cope?
日本という世界は、国はセクシャルマイノリティであることを表に出すことが非常にリスクが高い。
This is Mr. X, He's agreed to speak with us as long as he remains completely anonymous.
人と違うんだなっていう目で見られているので、なかなか踏み出せなかったんですが、思って、インターネットで調べていったら、こういう、友情結婚という言葉があるということを知って、希望を見出して活動を始めました。
Mr. X met his wife through an underground service in Japan that arranges marriages of convenience for gay clients to help them convince their families and friends that they're straight.
その中で同居を選ぶことでやっぱり親へのとか外へのカモフラージュをしようっていうのがあって同居してるんですけど。
Can you walk us through a day in the life of a friendship marriage?
基本的には一緒にいません。一緒に住んでますけど。リビングとかキッチンに関しては共用なので、そういったスペースに関してはお互い代わりバンコに使うとか、かぶったらかぶったで挨拶ぐらいはもちろんしますし。
Are you ever in a situation where you want to have a proper relationship with a man that could potentially, evolve into something, very real and very special, and I'm wondering how you're able to do that?
自分にとって、男性のパートナーが、いいなと思った場合には自分はこういう結婚をしているというのをちゃんと伝えた上でそれも納得してもらえた上でお付き合いをしていきたいと。
If in, say, the next 5 or 10 years, there's a lot of really progressive, positive movement for LGBT people in Japan, and people can start living very outwardly, and perhaps same-sex marriage does become legal in Japan. I mean, is that potentially something you would want in your future?
同性婚って夢というか、もちろんこういうセクシャリティの中では夢ですけど、自分一人の、日本的な考え方ですけど、自分一人の、体ではないというか、自分がやることにたくさんの責任がある状態で、もし世の中がすごい変わってそうなったとしても、やはり友情結婚を選択するんじゃないかなと思います。
After speaking to Mr. X, the only thing that is clear so far is that homosexuality is a very complex issue here.
There's this interesting thing going on where you don't really have this intense, obvious hate. You don't have the religious aspect like we have in America. But that being said, for the most part, LGBT people, it seems, have to live sort of hidden. So there's this sort of strange paradox going on.
To understand this better, I'm meeting with Assemblywoman Kanako Otsuji. She's the first openly gay woman ever elected in Japan's history and a prominent LGBT rights activist.
Why do you think people struggle with being comfortable with homosexuality? And why do you think that it's sort of in this, what seems to be what we call a don't ask, don't tell kind of space?
政治的に言うとやはり政治的には明治時代からの日本の近代家族というのがどうしてもいわゆる男性と女性が結婚して子供がいるという家族を標準としてきたということがありますので、やはり多くの政治家にとっては同性愛のことについてというのは触れたくない課題だったと思います。一つあるとすれば日本の恥の文化というのがあってそのカミングアウトってやはり日本の中では文化の中では恥なんですね。そういう意味で言うとそのカミングアウトをした時に人がそれをどういうふうに見るのかというと決して称賛するわけではないと思うんですね。ただ東アジア全般で言えるのは腫れ物に触らないっていうような感覚があってホモフォビアっていうものが見えるんじゃなくて見えない何かその沈黙の無視と私たちは戦わなければいけない。私は政治の中で LGBT に対する差別禁止法はこれから作っていきたいと思っています。
Despite the shame and social stigma, it's remarkable that the Assemblywoman has made gay rights a public issue. But until further progress is made, how can people come out if they're conditioned not to stand out? The idea of the collective consciousness is pervasive in Japan. and the pressure not to stray from the norm in any significant way is strong. But what about the brave people who want to come out? How do they do that? Well, some Japanese are finding very innovative ways.
We are in Shibuya, and we are going to meet Mr. Ishii, who owns a company called Family Romance, which is a company that rents out people to act as family members to go to weddings that you feel like you're not going to have enough people, or even a funeral. Recently, LGBT people have been contacting Family Romance for specific reasons, and we're going to go find out why that is. I think firstly, we would just love to hear about your business and how it works.
私の会社は、一言で言うと家族をレンタルする会社です。不自然な社会っていうのを平行にしてあげるようなお手伝いをしています。
Wow. What are some of your most popular events? Are they weddings, funerals?
一番多いのは結婚式の友人の代わりになっていく案件です。いろんなスタッフ、うちとしてはこのスタッフをたくさん入れるとか決まったわけじゃなくて、いろんなスタッフを抱えることによっていろんな案件に対応できるようにしているので。
What is it specifically about Japan where this service is so desired? Where we're from, there's the same social stigma, but as far as I know, this doesn't exist.
日本人のその性格っていうのがあるのかもしれないんですけど、お父さんやお母さんを立てるために、使ってるってことがあります。今日この後実は、同じような同性愛の悩みを持っている依頼人さんの仕事案件があります。で、お母さんがカミングアウトする時も、私がこの方の友達としてそばにいてあげて。
It's a big job.
身長とか。
This is the client? He's cute.
This client is paying roughly $33 an hour to have Mr. Ishii in the room while he comes out to his mother. He has also invited us to tag along, which is amazing and humbling, but also nerve-wracking and surreal.
Hi, I'm Ellen. Nice to meet you.
よろしくお願いします。なんかカミングアウト前に、今なんかね、悩んでることとか困ってることとかってありますか？
はい。ちょっとやっぱこう打ち明けることで今後何か周りとの関係とかが変わってしまうっていうことをちょっと今恐れているんですけども、そういった打ち明けたエレンさんが打ち明けた後に何か変わったこととかあれば聞いてみたいです。
I think it became so important to me to not be at all hiding anymore. You know, like the level of toxicity of it was just so extreme, and wanting to be in love and like love someone openly was far more important to me than being in movies or having someone dislike me for my sexuality. And also, I just think it's so important for us to move past just the shame and discomfort that we all grow up feeling, and that's going to happen obviously the most when, you know, people really start coming out. And I just wanted to be happy, and I wasn't happy.
自分も今こう隠して生きていることがちょっと苦しいっていうか生きづらいっていうふうに感じているので。今の話聞いて改めてちょっとお母さんにはちゃんと打ち明けようというふうに思いました。もしこれでお母さんに打ち明けてそれで受け止めてくれなくても、それはそれで多分後悔はしないと思います。じゃあ今開けます。
I feel like we have to like look less weird. It's kind of awkward.
Well, he wanted us to be here for it, so we're here for it. But it's.
久しぶり。
元気だった？
元気元気。お母さん元気？
寒くってね。
だよね。入って。
母です。よろしく。あ、手冷たいです。よろしくお願いします。
Yeah, nice to meet you.
よろしくお願いします。なんかドキドキして何が始まるのか。
She's nervous.
はい。何？お友達でしょ？うん。はい、よろしくお願いします。お世話になってます。
ちょっとお母さんには今日大事な話があって、真剣にちょっと聞いてほしいです。で、まずお母さんには僕が15歳過ぎてから、本当に一人でここまで育ててくれて、本当に感謝してます。
ありがとう。いや、こっちこそそうだよ。だって、
多分お母さんにはこれまで自分の恋人の話ってしたことないと思うんだけど、
そうだね。
なんかあんまりちょっと避けてきたんだけど、言うのを。男の人にちょっと興味を持ってる自分に気づいて、実は今も年下の男の人とお付き合いしてます。
ちょっとごめん。ちょっとごめんね。いや、ダメだ。ちょっと悪い。
お母さん。
僕が代わりにちょっと今説明してきます。ちょっと待ってもらっていいですか。
This young man has just come out to his mother, and she's fled the apartment.
そうですね。ここでこのまま一緒に待っていただければ。
Meanwhile, Mr. Ishii, the rental friend, has gone out to talk to the mother.
Never experienced kind of a moment like that. I think that was a lot the whole setup was a lot for her.
Yeah.
She really felt his nerves.
And us. I mean, it must be.
Yeah, we're like hovering over her. Anyway.
Oh. You okay?
No,
No, you don't have to be sorry. Especially not to.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. Yeah.
いいお友達持って、少し気持ち楽に大丈夫です。すいません、ごめんなさい。よしもごめんね。あなたは一番辛いもんね。きちんとした形で話ね、きちんと最後まで聞かないとお母さん逃げちゃったから。
お母さんしょうがないよ。
ごめんね。
そうなっちゃうのは。
いや。
今まで行ったことなかったからね。
そうだね。思ってもいないことだったから。どんなことあってもやっぱりほら、たった一人のさ大切なさ息子でしょ。
ごめんね。
大丈夫大丈夫。謝ることじゃないから。
ありがとう。
まあでも、受け入れてあげて少しずつ、理解してあげることがこの子のねいい方向に行くんじゃないかなって。いやありがとうございます。すいません。
we're understanding that it's a tense environment when you have everyone in the room, and we acknowledge that on some level we put you on the spot. But I think for both of us, we can say that we appreciate being able to support you in some level. I totally understand your reaction. I think it's very brave for you to come back and face your son and face the truth and face the reality. And I think the relationship between you two will blossom and grow and get stronger as long as you stick together. My mother's a single mother, so we're very close as well. We need each other, you know. Society will catch up.
And just like that, we all parted ways. The fact that Mr. Ishii was paid to be there is a reminder of the extreme loneliness that the young man must feel. But he found a way to speak his truth, and that can't be all bad.
I think the interesting thing about the LGBT community, or people who have a hard time with it, is honestly the moment there's awareness, or when someone in their life comes out, the change is fast. It's not always super easy at first, but I feel like people evolve quite quickly, and I think it's because we all obviously understand love and desire it and can understand what that means for other people, and hopefully can see that, being gay is not a choice. The amount of people that struggle so much because of internal issues and the shame they feel, or the external issues because of the fear of being oppressed or hurt or killed. And, why would someone make that choice? Why would someone make that choice?
On April 1st, 2015, the Shibuya ward of Tokyo became the first in Japan to recognize civil unions for same-sex couples.
We had the best time in Japan.
Absolutely. To get to come to a country and meet so many people who've shared so many intimate moments, emotional moments, is just such an incredible experience. And to get to do it with my best friend.
Yeah, we had a really good time.